It's been a while, hasn't it? I'm gonna drop you with one hell of a segment, but it ain't the type that you think. Serious one. Actual one. These past couple weeks, because of lies, a false narrative that people want to push, basically a political smear campaign. Because of these lies and these false narratives, throughout these past weeks, a lot of people's names, reputation, peace of mind, and lives have been disrupted and hurt. The footage that you're about to see are actual, true events of the 50-year moratorium incident. I'll keep my opinions to myself and just brief you here and there on what's happening at that moment. But you, the people, can decide. So as you can see, here I come, wobbling with my monkey cane, because my foot's killing me from that march, with the Sister Teddy, right? And you're going to see me go off to the left, with the sister in white with the headdress, and Teddy go off to the right, where the youth are at.
We need to go out. We need to go out and vote for November. I'm going to tell you now. We can't just go out and vote.
Now, as I approached, all I seen was an older woman being very aggressive towards the youth, calling them child molesters and telling them they had to go. Now, I don't know what's going on. All I see is the aggressiveness from an older person towards the youth.
Relying on other people to make decisions for all people. We are the people. Hear me. I'm not the victim. I'm here. I'm present. I'm present. You understand? You guys are being unhealthy. The United Coalition.
Now what you're about to see is a slow motion pause to show you where I'm at in brown. Okay, I believe I'm next to somebody in green, and you can see that I'm just off to the side observing.
For generations, let me hear you say, we were Salazar. We were murdered 50 years ago on this day. And we will justice now.
So the purpose of this video is to show, especially my base who doesn't really understand what's going on right now, is that for the past couple of weeks, me and several other people have been accused of being aggressors and ambushing a woman, when all we did was our responsibility to keep the peace and keep the people safe. Politics and ideologies and danzantes, groups, names, and all that have nothing to do with me or my purpose of being there that day. My only purpose was to keep the people safe, and this footage will show that we were not the aggressors, and we did everything to help everybody.
With our black brothers and sisters who are fighting la misma lucha.
Now, what you just finished seeing was the first incident, and now what you're about to see is the second incident, the second confrontation.
Lives matter. Don't know you. You're lost.
Over there.
Don't know you. You're lost.
Over there.
Now what you're about to see here is the sister in white with the headdress press up and attempt to attack several times, but being held back and contained by one of her people.
He used to be a Marine.
I don't know, I'm trying to figure that shit out.
We gotta ignore.
And as you can clearly see, I'm off to the side, in between the sister with the yellow bandana and the big guy, right in the middle, off to the side observing. Now as you can see very clearly at a different angle, there I am, standing very calmly, holding onto my cane, while the other person in white wearing the headdress is being aggressive and yelling.
How are you feeling out there?
We're gonna get up.
Keep that boy there. Keep that boy there. Keep that boy there. Rosario, unido. Rosario, unido. Let's go. I want inside.
So she's here to cause drama. We have our danzantes here, our brothers and sisters, and she's over here to instigate and cause drama with the danzantes from.
Now these next clips are very, very, very important, right? Because this is where the sister in white wearing the headdress claims that she was approached by other women of the other group, Cuauhtemoc, where she felt that she was going to be attacked, but she was assisted by an ally. That ally would be me. Pressing up on her. I asked, please, may you go?
He's looking for Jonah.
Thank you guys very much.
For Jonah.
Thank you guys very much.
So after I asked this group of women to please let's go, afterwards I went to the older man that you see me touch his shoulder, reassuring him that he will be okay and everything's going to be all right. And after I let go of his shoulder, I stand up, and I reach over to shake the woman's hands that are across from me. The sister in white, the person next to her. You can't clearly see it because the big guy's in the middle while we're shaking hands, but you can see both of us extend our hands.
What is really, because if anything you see on the street happen, and the police killing, you know who to call. This is the kind of folks that we have fighting for us on the other side, okay? So this is what we están the cross, Chicano.
After everything, after it all, after securing everybody's safety, after making sure no fights broke out, and everybody was protected from the other group of people, the youth, their elders, and the other older sister, the white and the headdress, making sure everybody was protected and safe. After it all, for these past couple weeks, myself and others, and the sister Connie, Teddy, Patty, so many people's names have been hurt and affected by false narratives, lies, and plain and simple political smear campaigns. Even our mothers affected by this. Because of lies, false anger and hatred was built up amongst the community, and innocent people have been hurt by this. Truth is truth, and the truth's always going to come out. For those of you asking, well, how could Jonas ain't speaking up? Why hasn't he said nothing? Because loose lips sink ships. Let people speak. Let people say what they're going to say, and then the truth will come out. With that said, it is clear as day that we did what we had to do that day. And now I ask for all these false narratives and statements to be pulled down. And as far as being called a pedophile sympathizer, because we helped a group of youth from not being hurt. As I said, I don't care about danzante politics. All I cared about was that situation at that moment in time. I will let it be clear and let it be known that I denounce and stand against and fuck Pastel and anybody who sides with him. Pedophiles, sexual assaulters deserve to be beheaded and banished from this earth. See, I spent years of my life building up for the youth. The scare tactics may work for a lot of other people, but not me or the people that I help and support. Truth is truth. Please, respectfully, I ask for everybody to make things right. We are one people. All this division, arguing, and fighting has to come to an end. If not now, when? Everything that's done by myself and others around me is done from the heart. We do everything from the heart and out of our pocket, out of our blood, sweat, and tears. Well, yeah, and we bleed out there. Marching, stomping. So I ask, please. We always talk about being one peoples. Let's act like it. Let's become one peoples. Withdraw the statement, or you will be facing a defamation of character.